Okay, it doesn't help that I want to talk about crying and my eyes coincidentally look red. I was not crying now, but I am gonna talk about crying. I am gonna talk about crying and many other things. But anyway, I was meditating and it came to me that I have all of this. Like, I've learned all of these techniques. I've learned to express myself. I've learned to express my emotions. I've learned to cry. I've just learned to release in general so that I am able to heal, so that these emotions are not stored in me and later, when they are too much, come out as illnesses like emotional instability, mental issues, physical issues, because they do. And that's, I think, what most women are experiencing. Women who don't know how to do this for themselves, women who do not know or have not learned techniques of releasing in a healthy way. And it just made me think of my grandmother. Jorge, I've never seen my grandmother cry. Like, you went through your whole life, and we are bound to face challenges. We're bound to get disappointed. We're bound to get hurt. And I've never seen you cry. It just got me thinking of her, of the state that she was in, like emotionally and mentally. She's now late, and I would have loved to teach her this, but because of certain barriers, and I understand how she got to a place of not being able to do that for herself, just like many women aren't able to do that for themselves. And the other thing is, as much as I've never seen my grandmother cry to express herself, to express her hurt, or even say that she would much rather say, no, it's fine, let's leave it, don't do that, just to try and keep the peace. That's what I saw most of the time. Her self-sacrificing constantly, her suppressing emotions constantly. On top of that, I can count the amount of times I've seen my mom cry. That's the other thing. Yes, we are progressing, but we can do better. This thing is not for sale. You can learn how to do this for yourself, and it comes with a lot of benefits. For some people, it can be life-saving. But yeah, I was just thinking about that to say, if I experience so many challenges in life and I have had to learn to express and release these emotions, express myself and express my emotions and release so that they're not stored in my body, I'm not sick. How many women out there are struggling and suffering? And I understand why. But all I'm saying is, can we learn to do that for ourselves? Can we learn to give that to ourselves? Together with God. Because He does wonders with that. There's so many benefits. I would feel lighter. I would feel free. Or freed, rather. I would feel so much better in general. I'd be able to think. My thoughts would be cleared out. But yeah, that's what I'm on, and I know a lot more women are probably experiencing this. And I was just saying, can we please do that for ourselves? Can we learn to do that for ourselves? And so that we can model the same thing to our kids, because you can tell your child it's okay to cry, but when you're facing challenges where now you can't cry or you can't express how you feel about them, they learn through modeling. They learn more through modeling rather than what you're saying. And I want to make you see how crazy this is. Just now, as I was shooting this, or rather editing this, I just saw a woman who is fairly old sitting down just now. She just sat down just now and smoked, took out a cigarette and smoked. That's how sad it is. And I'm glad I've gotten to a point where when I looked at her, it's not judgment that came. I was shocked because she's fairly old, like I said. But it's not judgment that came forth, but rather an emphasis of what I just said was displayed to me. to say women are suffering because they can't express. I could guess or imagine that she felt like she had to resort to smoking to try and manage her stress and make herself feel better. But yeah, you'll do with this information what you deem or see fit.